Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I saw the news this morning and it inspired me to have this chat with you. Now, on the news, I don't think anyone would argue, tends to focus on the negative side of human behavior and what's going on in the world that might be challenging. And there's a reason for that to inform everyone of what's going on, and that's important. But there's also the side of looking at who humans are and what humans are about. And I think that it's a little distorted. That means it's not quite true because I truly believe that all humans are good at heart. And the things that we learn sometimes get in the way of how we really should feel about ourselves and our value. And it's really important to know your worth. It's absolutely important to believe. I believe that all humans are equivalent. Now, that's a fancy word for equally different. We're all unique. We all have our value. We all have our gifts that we can bring to the world. And as a child, it's super important to know your value and to know your worth. So, for you to believe in yourself, to feel good about yourself, to find your shine and to bring your shine out, and realize that the challenges that you have in your life don't make you a bad person. They don't make you weak. They don't make you anything except for a work in progress. I believe that we're all masterpieces in progress, and that's a very important part of child development. Unfortunately, what I saw in the news this morning, and it's newsworthy, so I can share it, is that there was a gentleman that decided that he was going to jump the fence for an airport and get on an airplane wing and start dancing around. And what he did is he got up on the wing of an airplane, which is not only dangerous and probably illegal, but more so, all of the people that were on that airplane had to wait 4 hours. They were delayed 4 hours while this person got up and danced on an airplane wing in front of them. Now, you might say, well, Mr. K, why are you talking to me about this? Because this is what may happen sometimes in development that I feel is unhealthy. And it's the sense that as people, we are better or higher than other people. Now, I understand when you're a child and at home, you're the star of the universe at home. And I totally understand that. And it's important for you to feel that way. But when you go outside your door, you're a citizen of the world and you are equally different to everyone else on planet Earth. So that means there should be a balance between where you are and where you see your other citizens of the world. Okay. If you see that you're higher than the citizens of the world outside of your door at home, that's going to cause some problems. And that's exactly what that gentleman did. He just thought to himself, well, I want attention. I have the right, I'm sure he must have been thinking this, to jump over a fence, get up on an airplane wing and dance around. And everyone's so entertained by my dancing on the wing. I probably made their whole week, right? So I can get attention. Or it could be the other way around. He wanted to ruin everyone's mood by being a Grinch. Well, he got all the attention. Now that happens around the holidays. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. And either way, that's putting yourself above others. You're trying to put people beneath you to feel better, or you're trying to put yourself above others to feel better. Both have the same result, don't they? And it doesn't benefit anyone because here's what really happens. While that person may think that, oh, look how great. Now, like I said, it's totally okay to feel good about yourself. In fact, it's really important. But if you're going out of your way to try to make, now I Googled showing off or kids showing off or whatever, and I found just boys. So I have this picture of this boy here, and he's sitting there showing his muscles off. And you can see the girls there. They're not necessarily, if you look at it, they're not really that impressed. They're more laughing at him. And that's really what happens when you go out of your way to raise yourself above others. I mean, obnoxiously. It just, people tend to roll their eyes and people tend to not like it that much, but it could be a form of entertainment. Now, I'm not sure that you want to be seen that way. And I'm sure that guy that was dancing around on the wing of the plane definitely wasn't seen as some shining star in the universe either. Okay. But it's really important to realize that if you do that, if you go out of your way to try to make yourself look better than someone else or to make somebody else feel less than you, not only is it going to make you look bad, but it might make other people feel bad as well. So there's a real balance between feeling good about yourself and feeling valuable and feeling like you need to be above someone else. And I will tell you that bullies and trolls, now we're going to do a whole talk on bullies and trolls, and we have a lot of time to be talking about those things, is that bullies and trolls do not really feel that great about themselves. Their sense of value is challenged. Okay. Now, that's something you could have compassion for. That means like feeling bad for someone like that. But what they tend to do is since they feel low, they'll see somebody that they see is higher than them, which we're all equivalent. So that's just the way that they're distorted thinking. And what they want to do is they want to push those people down so they can be above. So what will bullies do? They'll scare, they'll use fear. All right. That's what they're going to use. They're going to use fear. And what you need to do with a bully is realize that they're scared and to avoid that situation, but realize that they're not better than you. And they need to work on themselves. So you don't let the bully make you think that you're some kind, you avoid the bully, okay? But just know the bully's mentality. They don't really think they're tough. They don't. Because if they felt they were tough, they wouldn't have to walk around that way. And the same thing with trolls. We talk a lot about people online and just in general. And the Grinch would be considered more of a troll. They just want to get people mad. And the reason they want to get mad is because they get a sense of joy of seeing people more angry than them or people below them. So what do we do this time of the holidays? Is first of all, you have to realize that there are people like this in the world. Now, I don't want you to hold all of these angry feelings about these people because that's what they want. And second of all, these people don't want to be like this. Okay. Trust me, they don't. And there was a time in my life where I was like this too. There's been times in my life where I felt bad about myself. Now, I don't think I ever went out of my way to intentionally hurt people, but I'll tell you, it's not a good place to be. I wasn't dancing around on airplane wings, okay? But I guess the best advice that I can give to students, which I'm addressing right now, hopefully parents too, is that your child's sense of self is super important, but they want to be basing it on their true self. That means who they really are. Like, what do they really like? What really makes them shine? And not what the concept is in the world, what the commercial show is important, or what the popular thing to do is, because what that creates is a show, and a show's not real. And what happens with shows sometimes is they end up getting to a point where it gets a little bit dysfunctional. That means it doesn't work. And when you see people dancing around on airplane wings, it's time to realize that you don't grow out of that. Because this guy, you say, oh, well, they're just going to grow out of it. They're just going to grow out of it. Well, here's a full grown man dancing around on an airplane wing without a care in the world about anybody else but himself. And I see a warning sign in that. I really do. Now, on the other side of it, I think that there's certain people that give too much of themselves away. I would consider myself one of those people now. I'm working on it, like just giving all of yourself away to everyone else. Well, it's certainly important to care about yourself. It's certainly important to care about yourself and humanity, but it's the balance between so we can rise together. Okay. Happy Monday. Let's have a good day.